Hey, Cosmic Superstars, welcome to Honest Flow, a channel where we have open and honest conversations about all kinds of topics, basically whatever pops into my mind. My name is Teo and I am your host of this virtual sacred space. So in today's video, I really wanted to touch upon friendships, connections with others, and to be honest, at first I wasn't 100% sure if I should be talking about this topic. However, with the guidance of spirit and my tarot cards, God bless my tools and spirit. Yeah, it was confirmed that yes, we should be talking about this right now because I sense that this is something that's really sort of very common, as in it's a common theme occurring right now where we are questioning certain connections with people, specifically certain friendships. Okay. Yeah, and this can relate to love relationships too, but I feel that it is more on the friendship sense. However, if you feel that it fits your relationship, then that's fine too. Whatever floats your boat, guys. Like, I'm not here to push things onto you, and I hope that those of you who come to this page have a certain level of discernment, that you're sort of wiser than most. I paused. I don't know why. Anyway, so I actually pulled out 6 tarot cards here, and that's what I'm going to go with. Okay, so I'm going to by the way, for those of you who are new here, I am one of those people that gets tongue-tied a lot. I do struggle with I do struggle with verbal articulation at times. Sometimes I need to learn to slow it down. And I'm quite animated, actually. I've been told that since I was young. Oh my God, I'm getting goofy. Calm down, Charlie Brown. Okay. So let's get serious now. Connections, friendships. What do I have to share with you? So the message is this. First, we had the moon, 2 of cups in reverse, 6 of cups next to it. There are certain connections in your life that I'm sure you are aware of that are not serving you. And if anything, are triggering your inner demons, are causing you to feel discomfort. Friendships that are simply toxic, okay? And there is an imbalance in the give and take here. And these connections need to go under review, need to be re-evaluated, especially in January 2024. And if you don't do it now, then I'm telling you right now, you'll probably re-evaluate, reassess these friendships or connections in 2025, because next year there's a lot of cutting happening. There's a lot of sacrifices. Not this year, next year. When I say next year, I'm talking about 2025. If you're not going to make some sacrifices or cut off some loose ends now, then it will likely just repeat later. So it's up to you. And again, emphasizing, we are talking about toxic connections, toxic friendships that don't really serve you and instead trigger you, hurt you, wound you, bring out the worst in you. These connections need to be reflected upon, and you need to ask yourself, you need to, Queen of Swords, be wise, discern, move out of your heart for this moment and really ask yourself what's the right thing to do. I think the thing with friendships is that we have so much love for these people around us. And I understand this too, because I've been going through a lot of cord cutting, letting go of people in my life. And so I understand. And to be honest, last year I ended a 30-year-old connection and it was tough. Like, on the outside, I was stoic. I was able to remain optimistic, but deep down inside, it really hurt because I feel for people. I really do. I have so much love for people, right? And so because of that, I'm able to be patient. I'm able to tolerate people a little longer than most others would. However, there comes a point where you have to do what's right for you. You need to choose yourself. You need to pick yourself first. You need to prioritize yourself. And these people also need to learn what it's like to be without you. Because if they are not appreciating you now, if they didn't appreciate you in the past, do you really think they're going to appreciate you in the future? Like, I feel like you guys know. If you have found this video, I feel like this message is for you and you know what I'm talking about, right? But there is a need to, just for now, like I said, disconnect from your heart and move into your mind or your third eye, your wisdom, and really ask yourself where these connections are leading you. In a few years' time, 2 years, where do you think this is going to go? 5 years, where do you think it's going to go? 10 years, where do you think it's going to go? Right? Do you think that these people are going to uplift you or hold you back? And I know for some, because I understand this, some of you might have hope that these people will change, hope that maybe it just needs a few more months, maybe another year, and something will click and then they'll change. But I have a feeling that as long as you're in these people's lives, they're not going to change. And sometimes you have to be the bold one that takes that scary step and cut off the connection so that these people can actually shift gears and learn. So they have their tower moments and realize what's going on. Because sometimes people need a big wake-up call. They need that big shake. They need someone to come in and shake them in a spiritual manner. That's what I'm talking about, right? And I want you to understand that, yes, I know that some of you guys are going to fear letting go of these connections that have played such important roles in your life, have been there for so many life events, so many fond memories in your life. And I know that there's this fear of the tower moment, right? There is a fear of the tower moment. However, because it was reversed, I'm being told to tell you this. Yes, it will be painful. It will be destructive. It will feel like everything's out of control and it's a huge loss and everything's falling apart. However, at the end of it, once you've gone through that cycle, there is some really beautiful blessings. There are going to be other people you're going to meet. This is the world card, right? And this is such a fulfilling card. Like, I feel like there is just, whenever I see this card, the first words I want to say is the world is your oyster. And really, that's what I'm getting, that there's so much more out there. And you will see the moment you let go of these connections that are holding you back, that are stopping you from going, that stop you from blooming, you're going to see what else is out there and you're going to be gifted with new opportunities. And I'll give you some perfect examples, okay? I will tell you my own personal experience. Last year I ended a 30-year connection, and that was really hard, right? But I actually don't want to talk about that specific one. I'm going to go back another year. So 2 years ago, I let go of a 15-year-old connection. And the funny thing was, or the interesting thing was, it wasn't funny, to be honest, it was quite devastating. But the interesting thing was, as soon as I let go of this person who was actually quite toxic for my mental health, emotional health, even physical health, I felt, a moment I let go of this person, I kid you not, I think it was 2 to 3 days later, I got a call from a recruiter telling me, he's like, hey, Toe, I have this, job offer for you. I'm not sure if you're interested or you're looking, but, you want to hear me out. And it was a really good job offer, actually. It was first not-for-profit job in a charity organization. And for those of you who are not aware, which is everyone on this space, on this platform, I have always wanted, it's been a dream to work for a charity organization because I am a humanitarian at heart. I love being in service. I love that charity work stuff, right? And not only was it a charity job, it paid really well, like very well. And so I took it. And what I'm trying to say is this: when you let go of the toxic energies that hold you back, you have no idea how the universe is going to bless you, right? You won't know until you do it. That's what I'm trying to say. There is a lot of blessings on the other side of fear, fear of letting go, fear of the unknown. And these are tough lessons that we have to go through for our own soul evolution, for our own growth. And I'm just simply coming on here to encourage you guys to spend this next month, January 2024, reflecting on certain connections in your life and whether they're serving you and whether there's an equal give and take, whether you're doing so much yet getting nothing in return, or if it's the sorry, my mind just went pause. Yeah, or whether, sorry, ADHD, sometimes I just tap out and then I lose my train of thought. Anyway. Or, so what was I saying? Are you giving too much in a certain connection, or are you being expected, controlled in certain connections? And what I mean by that is, personally, from my own experiences, I've had certain people in my life who really expected a lot of me, set really high standards that almost felt unrealistic, especially because I was a person that had so many people to deal with already, and yet these people wanted me to just bleed for them. Almost, it just felt like that, right? When there's people who expect too much of you, that's just unrealistic, and it's all about pleasing their own ego, serving them, and there is nothing being reciprocated. Are these the kind of connections you want to be in? And think of yourself as a flower that's, a bud, and whether when you're in the presence of these people, connections, are you feeling expanded? Meaning, can you blossom in these, when you're surrounded by these people? Or do you feel like you have to close up, that you have to be a bud and that's all? Or when you're blossoming, do you find that these people start trying to pluck your petals, take your things? A healthy relationship, friendship, connection is when you feel expanded, not closed, right? A healthy relationship, connection, friendship is when you can be yourself and people don't play mind games or guilt trip you or over expect things from you, right? And people can be honest. These are things that I really want people to think about over the next month. And yeah, then it's up to you whether you want to continue these friendships or not. I have no doubt that if you choose to continue them because you have hope and faith, because you love these people so much, good on you for being such a loving person. But I have a feeling next year 2025 is when you'll be like, I've had enough. But yeah, so let's see how it plays out. But I really wanted to sort of plant those seeds and get you guys thinking about certain friendships or connections, even relationships, if it relates to you, and whether they are serving you or not, and whether they are supporting your growth or not, because we're in a very abundant year this year, and I'm hoping that you guys get to enjoy that with the right people, not the wrong people, not the people who sit in the background and see you doing well and then, talk to others, get bitter about it, tear you down. You don't want those people in your life, right? It's bad juju. And by the way, when I refer to toxic people, I want you all to understand that I'm not necessarily saying the person is toxic and bad, but I'm saying their behavior is bad. Their behavior is toxic for you, for your soul, right? So that's what I refer to when I say, or that's what I mean when I say toxic people, toxic energy. I'm actually more talking about certain behaviors and activities that do not support you, certain behaviors or activities that hurt you and are harmful to you. That is what toxic is. I'm not saying the person is bad, because truly there are no bad people there. There are no bad people in this world. There are misguided people, people that are lost, people that are vibrating at a lower level of consciousness, people that are unconscious. And that's okay, because that's where they're at in life, and we have to understand that. But if you are a conscious person, or person working to become more aware and conscious, if you're a person working towards leveling up, upgrading your life, you have to make the right choices for you. You have to start living for you. Now is the time that we live for ourselves, guilt-free. And if people are going to judge us, if people are going to give us a hard time, then they are not our people. There will be other people out there. And while I say that, if I can be honest, I feel like I've really withdrawn from all my circles and people in my life. And I am, out in the real world, not on YouTube, obviously. I don't have any followers, but out in the real world, I am known to know a lot of people. And having said that, even though I know a lot of people, I don't feel that I have people really supporting me. There's a couple of people here and there, but I really don't currently feel the right support. How do I say this? I feel that I don't really have the right level of support right now. I feel like people are just there, but just kind of taking in the info and advice I give, but not really giving me any credit, or not really just giving me compliments or anything. It's funny because I feel like people think that I must be a person that gets a lot of compliments, but actually I don't. I'm always the one giving out compliments to others. I'm always cheerleading, being the cheer squad for others. Go, yeah, you can do this. You got this, girl. Rah, rah, rah. Or you got this, boy. I don't think I've ever said that, really. You've got this, boy. It's like, you've got this, okay? But I feel like I'm always the supporter of everybody. But when it comes to me, when we turn the tables, I don't really feel that I get that a lot. And perhaps it's just because people think that I already do. So they think, oh, well, I don't need to tell her. She should already know. It's like, well, every now and then it would be nice, guys, to just validate that what I'm doing here, or what I'm doing out in the real world, is worth it. Otherwise, I'm not sure why I am continuing, right? But then I'm getting sidetracked. The whole point I was sharing that was to say that at first you might feel alone, as I have, and I still feel that I am. But just remember, the person that needs to accept you is you. The person that needs to love you and support yourself and cheer for you the most is you, right? So just choose you. That's what I'm saying. Sorry, I feel like my mind's just off in another realm, just jumping into other topics right now. All I can say is we have to live for ourselves. We have to choose us first. And I know it sounds selfish, and I know that there's going to be people who will say all kinds of things. They'll throw all kinds of verbal rocks. They'll say, she's obnoxious. She thinks she's all that. She thinks she's better than us. Blah, 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 blah. Who cares about those guys? Who cares? Because are they going to be at your funeral? No. Are they going to be sitting at your luxurious table enjoying the luxurious food? No, because they're not going to be allowed. So don't worry about them. Let those people sit, in the back, do whatever, remain stagnant, dig themselves a hole, let them stay there, and you just do you, because, yeah. Certain people elevate for a reason, and the other people don't for a reason as well. Okay, so that's all I'm going to do. I feel like I've rambled in a very roundabout way, but that is my style because I'm a bit all over the place. And yes, I'm dancing right now. I don't know why the Mario tune just got in my head. Oh my god, I need to like stop right now. Love you guys, and thank you for those who have decided to subscribe and follow me and whatever. I hope that my messages make sense and help you some way, somehow. And yeah, that's really all this channel is about. It's about being in service and helping people to see things from another perspective and helping people to move forward in life, because I want you all to grow with me. Grow with me, okay?